Congratulations on your new AEROMAX, the exercise system that is scientifically designed to give you that firm, hard and sexy body you've always dreamed about. Today, you've taken the first but important step to a more beautiful you. To introduce and familiarize you with the AEROMAX, our hosts today are Mags and Andrew.
Welcome to the AEROMAX instructional program. To get into shape does not have to be a dream only. Today, Andrew and I will show you how easy and simple it is to train with the AEROMAX. By following our instructions, you will see results quickly.
We start by introducing you all to the components that form part of the AEROMAX exercise system. Thereafter, we will explain the use of each part, how to change the resistance or weight, how many repetitions you should do for each exercise, and the different programs already designed for you.
And lastly, we will go through each exercise that you can do with the AEROMAX.
You start with the components that are included in the AEROMAX system,
consisting of 2 handles, 2 aero or resistant bands, a connector with safety rope, an AEROMAX ball, a double action pump, a wall chart, a workout video, an exercise mat, and the instructional video you are now watching. Before discussing the parts of your AEROMAX, Andrew, could you please pump up the AEROMAX ball with the included pump?
Sure, Mags. The double action pump fits nicely into the opening of the ball. Now you do your first bit of training with your AEROMAX by pumping your ball up.
Whilst Andrew pumps up the ball, the first thing you need to do is familiarize yourself with the information on the wall chart. Read through and familiarize yourself with every section before you continue watching this video. Andrew, how are you doing with the ball?
Job completed. To close the hole, you need to push the little plastic stopper into the hole, deep enough so that it does not stick out at all. The amount of air inside the ball should be sufficient to allow you to push your thumb into the ball. For the correct pressure, you shouldn't go further than the first joint in your thumb.
Well, I think now we are ready to explain the use of each part of the AEROMAX.
Ready for the AEROMAX.
Max, whilst you talk, I will show our viewers the parts and the applications.
To start, the aerobands are connected to the handles like this.
Ready for the AEROMAX.
We suggest that you start your training program with a turquoise aeroband, which offers lighter resistance than the black one. If you find you require more resistance, you can remove the turquoise aeroband and replace it with a heavier black one. For maximum resistance, you can engage both aerobands. This will give you the extra resistance needed to define and tone the complete body. Next is the connector with safety rope. This part of your AEROMAX has 2 purposes. A, to connect the aerobands to the door, and B, to be used as a leg strap. To connect the aerobands to the top of the door, just hook the connector over the door, like Andrew is doing. Now close the door, lock it, and then thread the aerobands through the D-ring and engage the handle.
The connector can also be used under the door for exercises you need to do with aerobands connected to the bottom of the door. For additional security, attach a black or white safety rope to the connector like this. Slide under the door and loop the top of the rope to the handle on the back of the door. Do the same when you are using the connector at the top of the door. The connector also serves as a leg strap and is used to connect the aeroband to your ankle, as Mags is doing right now. For exercises where you use the connector as a leg strap, you will use one handle as a connector. Similarly, when the handle is used as a connector, attach a safety rope to the handle like this. Slide under the door and loop the rope to the door handle on the back of the door. Do the same when you are using the top of the door.
Get ready for the AEROMAX.
Then thread the aeroband again through the D-ring and engage it to the same handle. Now grab the ball and use it to keep you in an upright position when you do the hip extension or the leg curl exercise. When you do the outer or inner thigh exercise, you might prefer to use a chair for better balance. The connector is also used when you do leg exercises in the lying down position by clipping the Caribbean hook on the connector through the hole at the end of the AEROBAND. Remove any slack in the AEROBAND by moving closer or further away from the door, and now you can do your hip extensions. To do the inner thigh exercise, turn onto your side while your leg is down and proceed with the adduction exercise. To do the lying knee extension, again get your leg into the down position. Then turn onto your stomach and proceed with the exercise.
Well, the next part is how to use your arrow ball. After you have connected the arrow bands as explained earlier, position the connector as close as possible to the door hinge. Now place the ball in line with the connector and sit. Ensure your back is straight and your legs are about shoulder width apart. When you start training on the ball, you can have your legs further apart for better stability. But the goal is to get your legs closer together, as this will work your core stabilizers more effectively. The exercise movements are smooth and controlled, especially when you do the return movement. In the beginning, rather do the exercises more slowly, and as you get used to your AEROMAX, increase the pace.
When you do your workout at home, you select a suitable program from the 5 listed on your wall chart and do 15 to 25 repetitions of each exercise. You should train at least 3 times per week, but for quicker and better results, more often is obviously preferable.
As every workout should start with a warm-up and end with a cool-down, let's start those first.
Please note that since this is an instructional and not a workout video, we will demonstrate each exercise with a limited number of repetitions. The warm-up and cool-down stretching exercises must be done twice, and you should hold the stretch for 20 to 30 seconds at a time.
Andrew is starting with the first warm-up or cool-down exercise, number 48, the overhead stretch. Number 49 is to stretch those hamstrings. Number 15 is to stretch your calves.
Mags is now doing exercise 51 to stretch the quadricep muscles. Number 52 is to stretch the midsection. Number 53 is to stretch those inner thighs. Mags is now going to do 2-phase in exercise with the ball. Number 46 is a squat movement, lifting that ball up and down. Number 47, you step backwards and swing the ball to the opposite side.
We are now ready to go through all the workout exercises as per the wall chart. I'll start with the exercise and you can do the talking.
Mags is connecting the AEROBAND and handles to the top of the door. Sit down correctly on the ball. Grab the handles and do. Exercise 1. Seated pullovers for chest and shoulders. Exercise 2. Lateral pull downs for chest, shoulders, lateral back and core stabilizers. Exercise 3. Seated tricep press downs for rear upper arms and core stabilizers. Exercise 4. Backstroke for shoulders and core stabilizers. Exercise 5. Butterfly for shoulders and core stabilizers. Exercise 6. Seated abdominal curl for abdominals and core stabilizers. Exercise 7. Closed grip seated rows for lateral and outer back, shoulders and front upper arms. Exercise 8. Narrow grip seated row for lateral and outer back, shoulders and front upper arms. Exercise 9. Wide grip seated row for lateral and outer back, shoulders and front upper arms.
Exercise 10, standing tricep press downs for rear upper arms. Exercise 11, standing pectoral press for chest, rear upper arms and shoulders. Exercise 12, standing pullovers for chest, shoulders and core stabilizers. Exercise 13, pectoral flies for chest and shoulders. Exercise 14, karate punch for shoulders, chest and rear upper arms. Exercise 15, kneeling abdominal curl for abdominals and core stabilizers.
Exercise 16, lying hip extension for hips, glutes and thighs. Exercise 17, lying adduction for inner thighs and legs. Exercise 18, lying knee extensions for front thighs. Exercise 19, lying hip flexion for hips and thighs.
Exercise 20, golf swing for the core stabilizers, abs, shoulders, chest and back. Exercise 21, forehand for shoulders and chest. Exercise 22, backhand for shoulders, upper and lateral back. Exercise 23, seated shoulder press for shoulders and core stabilizers. Exercise 24, seated pectoral flies for chest and shoulders. Exercise 25, lying pectoral press for chest, rear upper arms and shoulders.
Exercise 26, sit-ups for abs and core stabilizers. Exercise 27, abdominal crunch for abs and core stabilizers. Exercise 28, oblique crunch for abs and core stabilizers. Exercise 29, shoulder extensions for lateral back, shoulders and core stabilizers. Exercise 30, side pulls for back, shoulders and core stabilizers.
Exercise 31, prone reverse flies for back, shoulders and core stabilizers. Exercise 32, close chest pulls for back, shoulders and core stabilizers. Exercise 33, seated upright rows for shoulders, back and core stabilizers. Exercise 34, forward bicep curls for front upper arms. Exercise 35, upright rows for shoulders and upper back. Exercise 36, side lateral raises for shoulders. Exercise 37, front raises for shoulders. Exercise 38, bicep curls for front upper arms.
Exercise 39. Standing hip extension for hips, glutes and thighs. Exercise 40. Leg curl for hamstrings. Exercise 41. Outer thigh pull for outer thighs and hips. Exercise 42. Inner thigh pull for inner thigh and hips. Exercise 43. Ball squats for the thighs. Exercise 44. Calf raises for calves.
Exercise 45. Push-ups for shoulders, chest and arms.
Well, that completes our instructional session with AEROMAX, your personal training system. By following a regular training program, you can and will see results.
Enjoy your workout, guys.
Get ready for the AEROMAX.